And breaking news coming in at this hour. After getting relief from arrest, Chidambaram has now reached ED, where he will be quizzed by the officials. This is with regards to the Aircel Maxis case. There's high security that has been deployed outside the office. This after P. Chidambaram has got interim relief that has been extended until the 10th of July. That is right, there is no arrest for the former finance minister until the 10th of July. And joining us from outside ED office, where it is slightly chaotic at this point, as Chidambaram has already reached there. Shavan, take us through what you're gathering from on ground at this point.
Well, in fact, just a minute ago, former Finance Minister P. Chidambaram went right inside this particular office, the Jamnagar office of the Enforcement Directorate. The questioning about to begin anytime now. The investigating officer is already inside right now. As far as the questioning of Mr. P. Chidambaram goes, now he would be questioned pertaining to the Aircel Maxis case. It's important to note that the Enforcement Directorate looking into both the cases, that's the INX Media case as well as Aircel Maxis case, but today's questioning would be essentially limited to the Aircel Maxis case. To put this in perspective, what you're essentially going to look at is the role played by the then Finance Minister as far as the FIPB approval that was given to Aircel Maxis Private Limited, Aircel Private Limited rather. Now, the allegation against the then Finance Minister is the fact that the FIPB approvals worth about 3,500 crore, which were actually given, they flouted the FIPB guidelines as far as the government goes, because the entire FIPB approval should have been anything above 600 crore should have been approved by the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, but the very fact that it was given by the Finance Minister in itself is a violation, and that's exactly what the Enforcement Directorate would be questioning Mr. P. Chidambaram all about, because the FIPB board comes under the Ministry of Finance, comes under the then Finance Minister. So clearly more questions, more explanation that would be required from the then Finance Minister. Also, what's important to note here is that the Enforcement Directorate, remember, has also gone through, they've actually seized several documents pertaining to the FIPB approvals. About 54 such files were basically under the scanner between 2004 and 2009. So there is essentially a question which has been prepared by the Enforcement Directorate, and the investigating officer would be looking into all these aspects at this point in time.
Shavan, continue to stay with us. Anuj is also joining us from the very same point. And Anuj, would like to ask you, like Shavan mentioned, that Chidambaram has always maintained that he had no role in giving these approvals, because a committee had been set up at that time, and he absolutely has no role in this. So he has always defended himself.
Well, yes, exactly. There is no second thought about it. That Chidambaram, since from the very beginning, is saying so, that he has no role in this particular scam. But on the very same time, let me also remind you, the then Finance Minister was P. Chidambaram, but nobody else. So the P. Chidambaram in 2006 has given the approval to the particular company of 3,500 crore. And that is the allegation by the ED, that why exactly this approval has been given, where this was not in the ambit of P. Chidambaram, the then Finance Minister. In his ambit, it was only 600 crore. So how come that he has given the approval of 3,500 crore in the Aircel Maxis case? And as we do know that he got the interim relief today from the Patiala court, that there will be no arrest from the particular agency till 10th of July. But the questioning will be on. He has just entered the ED office in New Delhi, where he will be questioning. And yes, there is a series of questions which will be put on to former Finance Minister P. Chidambaram. So this is to wait and watch what exactly ED comes out with, and how much time it will take, what all will be the round of questions. But yes, ED is very much prepared with the numbers of questions, that what exactly brings in that particular approval in 2006. Back to you.
Right, and stay with us. Let's go back to Shavan. Shavan, for now, until the 10th of July, there is no arrest for Chidambaram, and we've been seeing how he's been rushing to the courts, trying to seek anticipatory bail. Of course, he has 5 days in hand and he's planning now. In this time, he's planning his next move. What are the legal options really in front of him so he can minimize the effect?
Well, it's certainly a relief for the then Finance Minister, Mr. P. Chidambaram, now with the court essentially granting him interim protection till July. Now, as far as the Enforcement Directorate is concerned, what we're given to understand, the reason why the case was deferred was essentially the agency seeking more time to file a reply as far as this particular anticipatory bail is concerned. So, with regards to the legal options available before the then Finance Minister, remember he's already exhausted one such option that was available. That's certainly the interim protection that has been given to him. Apart from that,
approval given to the foreign direct investment.